Ann here, and today we have a car block. Today is Saturday, July 19th. It is 11:25 exactly a.m. And today is Isaiah's 21st birthday. I cannot believe my youngest child is of legal age now. He is 21. I cannot, I am in shock. I can't get over it. I was telling some of my friends, I'm like, when I started YouTube, Isaiah was 12 on my beauty channel. He was 12. And my oldest, Tyler, was 21. Look at now, Isaiah is 21. It is just crazy. So whenever you're seeing this, please put happy birthday, Isaiah, in the comments. And then I'm going to show him how many people wished him happy birthday. I'm like, I was in my feels. I woke up and I've just been like, I don't know, not like sad where I'm like, what kind of, but I'm just like, wow, where did the time go, you know? So I'm looking at pictures and I'm like, gosh, I remember that. That was like yesterday. I posted a few pictures on both on my community post on the Just Ann channel and this channel. Sometimes a couple of you guys ask me, you know, like, how come I don't ever show any recent pictures of my kids? Well, I show like Lexi because Lexi doesn't care and she's been on my channel before. But it's because there's weirdos, there's crazy people. You know, if I show a picture when Isaiah was a baby or when he was 11 years old, chances are you're not going to recognize him now. I mean, you might. I mean, he still kind of looks similar, but you know what I mean. People Google search now. They'll take that image and then they Google search or reverse search or whatever it's called. And so that's why. And, you know, Isaiah doesn't really like to be on camera. They don't care what I post. They always tell me, Mom, you can post whatever you want. Like, I remember I asked Tyler, he was like, Mom, you're my mom. You post whatever you want, you know. But it's just so crazy. I've shared this picture many times. Isaiah was 12 months old. So his birthday's July 19th. And the accident happened, I always forget if it's August 5th or August 8th. I forget, of 2005. So Isaiah was 12 months. He wasn't even 13 months old yet. He was like 12 and a half months old, and we got into that car accident where somebody ran a stop sign, so it was not my fault. The other person was at fault, and it was straight impact. I was going like 50 miles an hour, and I tried to stop. I did, but it didn't do anything, and that's how I originally hurt my right ankle, and that's why, like, remember when I was carrying the stupid watermelon and I tripped over a stick? That's why it gets injured easily, because I had prior surgery on this ankle. And anyway, he was in the over here because Lexi always wanted to sit right here. Lexi was in her booster seat. Lexi was 5 and Isaiah was right here, and the seat belt kind of like snapped, or like, I don't know what happened, but him in the car, he was still in the car seat, and the car seat was here, and he was upside down. And you know, the console that's in the middle, this thing, when he flew in the front, his feet went like this because they hit the back of this, and that's how he broke his ankles. And he was in a coma for 3 days, induced coma, but he had this big, it was terrible. And it's like, I knew he was going to be a fighter then, you know. And he's had broken fingers and different things because he's always played sports. And, you know, he was always little for his age. And when he played baseball, I always said this, he always played up. And so he was already little for, like, short for kids his own age, so then playing up, so when he would go for bat, a lot of times the pitchers would hit him in the back or hit him in the hand or something because they weren't used to pitching somebody so small. And one time he was at bat, and the way they did it, like the ball hit right in his pinky and broke his pinky. And he went to first because he got hit, right? When you hit by a ball, you immediately are able to walk to go to first base. And he went all the way down till we got to the home run. And he was like, Mom, I think my finger's broke. And I looked and it was swollen and turning blue. But he would not let me take him until the game was finished. And he played first base, and he was still like, that kid, I'm telling you, I knew. He's like a mini me, you know, he's like my twin, and he's very quiet and shy, like how I was. I only started getting really outgoing as I got older, you know. I told you, I had already had a kid. I had Tyler. And when it was that time of the month, and if there was a guy cashier, I had to get my son's father to take it up there because I was embarrassed. And that's a normal thing. Or my mom, or when I was younger, like a teenager, and at the time, that's when you used to go to the grocery store in the 80s, right? And we'd go to the grocery store and you get your feminine products or what have you. And I used to make her put it on the bottom and cover everything up so nobody walked by can see that there were pads in there. Because, you know, as a teenager, you know, that's all I knew. And, it's just crazy how much we're alike, you know, except for he's very tech savvy. I am not. And he's got my mom had those dimples like Burt Reynolds. You know, Burt Reynolds, how the big dimples, that's exactly how my mom's are. And my uncle, her brother, same thing. And then her father had them. And Izayah doesn't have them as deep, but they're definitely, you know, you can see them. They're so cute. I wish I had them. My brother has a really deep dimple right here. And Lexi only has one. Isn't that weird just to see one dimple? And you know, this is funny. So I was talking to my friend Ryan, and I'm like, I don't know what to get him because he has everything. You know, what do you get a kid that has everything? He's got a car. He uses my truck all the time. Him and Tyler fight over it. He works. He buys everything that he needs. Like, there's nothing that this kid has money in the bank. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you get a kid? You know, what do you do? And so I had a couple friends tell me, like, well, how about like get him like a paintball? Do you have like a paintball thing like around? And we have like this big racetrack that the city paid like $500 million for. It's like the Indy 500 racetrack thingy. But you can rent, like, you can go there and rent go-karts. And when I looked it up, it was like $15 a half hour, and then all this type of stuff. But when I looked up the paintball thing, there's one in the next town over. And it's like $30 for, I don't know, like very limited time. Or you can get for a group of 10 or 15 for like $600, like $599. Like, oh my God. Because, you know, I would want to give them enough to have a friend go with them or what have you. And so anyway, Ryan cashed at me some money to get him and a couple of friends the paintball thing. I thought, oh, I didn't even know he was going to do it. And I'm just not used to that. You know, like I told you, I was married, and my ex-husband never, I can't remember a birthday that he ever bought my kids a cake or a gift or anything. Not even Christmas. Nothing. Ever. Ever. And that's the God's honest truth. Like, I'm not exaggerating. And so I'm not used to it. You know, the only one that's ever helped me with my kids was my mother and grandmother, you know. Yeah, that was nice. So that's what I'm going to do. So today's video, I'm at the post office. I'm just going to check my post office box. Every time I go out, I always check it. And then I have to pick up Izayah's cake at 1 o'clock. It's an ice cream cake. It's called a brown key. And they make everything homemade. I've been going there for years. I've showed you guys, for the past couple years, I take you guys there. They're very known for their burgers, but they also have really good ice cream cake, and everything's homemade. So it's, this year he got cookie dough and brownies, ice cream cake. So, and they were like, well, anything special you want me to put on it? I was like, well, you could put happy birthday Izayah. I said, he's turning 21. So whatever you want to do, if it's easier to put happy birthday Izayah, that's fine too. So they're like, what size do you want? They have 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12. And I'm like, well, how much is a 6-inch? And they were like 33 something. And I'm like, how much is the 8-inch? And the 8-inch was 46. And that's what I usually get them. I remember when it was a lot cheaper. So I'm like, all right, I'll get that. And that way, you know, after we have a piece of cake or what have you, he can have it for if he wants to snack on it, you know, for the month or whatever he wants to do with it. You know, he has extra. Because I only get that once a year. It's a treat, you know, so why not pay just an extra $10, you know. And then I have to go to ShopRite just to get just a few things. And then ever since my kids were little, every time it's their birthday, they are king or queen. Like Lexi's the girl, so she's queen of the day. And my kids are king of the day. So whatever they want goes. So whatever they want for dinner, they get. If they want me to cook something, I cook whatever they want to eat. They eat. Thank goodness Isaiah doesn't really like seafood. He likes crabs, but you know. And so I asked him, like, well, what do you want? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, are you going to go out? Because he's 21, you know. He didn't know if he was going out tonight or tomorrow. Because he has a girlfriend, but I'm not sure if she works or what have you. He's going out with his friends. But I told him, because see, what I was going to do, I was like, why don't you go to the casino? We're 30 minutes away from Atlantic City. You and Lexi go. And he goes, or I said, I'll go with you. And he said that he don't like gambling. He's never been gambling, but he's just not that type. And I said, yeah, but go for the experience. I said, I was going to give him $100 and just say, here, go, because it is his 21st birthday. And that way, if he lost it, he wouldn't feel so bad, just to get the experience. But then, like Tyler told me, he was like, Mom, well, you don't want him to go, and then he likes it and go. I'm like, well, that's true too. I don't want to be the reason why he has a gambling issue, you know what I mean? So that's true. I do know this week Lexi is taking him to get another tattoo. He only has one tattoo on his up above his knee that says 1953, and that's my mom's birthday. She was born in 1953. And I know now he wants to get another one. I don't know where or what he's gonna get, but Lexi's taking him. That's what she's doing for his birthday. I don't know what Tyler's doing, but anyway, that's it. I sit here and talk for 15 minutes all about Isaiah, you know. It's just like my baby. It's starting to rain again. You know about the big flood New Jersey and New York had. I live in South Jersey, so we didn't get that much flooding like that. As you can see, everything's clearing up, but it's raining, and of course I didn't bring an umbrella. So let me go in here real quick. Let me find my key and then see if there's anything there. Got my little key. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Get my hand sanitizer. All right. I am still hurting because yesterday it was pretty nice out. It was like in the low 90s or something like that, but we didn't have that much humidity like we normally do. So I'm like, all right, you know, I had anxiety, so I'm like, okay, let me cut the front grass because it was getting a little high, you know, and that's all the plans I had to do. Well, then I'm like, remember I've been working on that side yard by the fence? Well, we never finished it, you know. We just, I don't know, just got to, you know, and it's the hedges and stuff are starting to grow because of those stumps and the roots and everything. I mean, we got most of it done, but it was a lot left, right? Like 40% left, I guess. And anyway, I start working on it. I went out about 2 o'clock. Tyler got home about 4:30, close to 5. And first of all, he was pissed. And he like got on me again about cutting the grass. He was like, Mom, the backyard is yours. I told you you can have the backyard if you want. He goes, but why did you cut? He goes, I'm very mad at you. He goes, I'm upset with you. He was like, you make me look bad. He was like, you're taking my manhood away. That's what he told me. He was like, how does it look with the neighbors? And it reminded me of like my mom and my grandmother. They wouldn't let me have any of my boyfriends come over if they were in my race because, you know, back then it was a different time, you know, in the early 90s and stuff, right? I mean, back in, what was it, 93 was the Rodney King thing and all, just different stuff. And so, you know, my grandmother would be like, what would the neighbors think? And it's a mess. And so it brought me back to that. He was like, what the neighbors think? He was like, you know, and I'm like, you're right. You know, I apologize for that. He was like, I don't want people thinking I got my mom out here cutting grass. He was like, I told you I'd do it. And I was like, well, you know, I had anxiety. He was like, well, why didn't you do the backyard? And anyway, so after I got that done, I started doing the side, right? And I got so much done. And because it was been so hot, it was easy to like use the shovel and pull a lot of the stuff up now. And I was pulling, like I had that wheelbarrow, like, I mean, so much. And then I would take my breaks. I would sit down, like when I start getting the shortness of the breath or like feeling like acid reflux, like the burning, you know, I would sit, you know, for 20 minutes, have a cup, like a popsicle or what have you, you know, and then I'd feel better. I'm learning. And then I would do it again. Then I'd start, I was cutting branches down. Getting that reciprocating saw was probably a good thing, but one of the worst things, because now I was like, oh, what can I cut? What can I do? Then, like I said, and then he came home. He finished up doing the side yard, you know. We came in about 6:30, I guess, and he cleaned up and took all the stuff. Like, he did all that. But anyway, I'll show you a picture. So now everything's done, but it's funny. I went out today to look, and I'm like, oh, there's like 3 or 4 still little tiny stumps that are very easy to get up. I'm like, I'll do that another day. But I'm not going to do any flowers. Talked to my neighbor, and she said, you know, it's probably best now just to wait till next year, you know, before spring, or I forgot what month she said, just to make sure I got all the roots up, got everything done, get everything, you know. So, but I'm happy that's done, because that was terrible when the grass or the weeds or what have you, the hedges would grow. You can't take a lawnmower because of the stumps. You'll break the lawnmower. And so like I had to use my hedger or that long, like, looks like scissors cutting things. I mean, it was just a mess. So anyway, that is done. But I was hurting. So I came in about 6:30, took a shower. I went upstairs and then I took a nap, and I woke up around 9 at night. And then it was hard for me to go back to sleep. So hence why I look like this. I'm still tired. I just have lipstick. I don't even think I put eyebrow pencil on. Just a little lipstick. That's it. Oh, I tried. Remember I told you about the porch, the deck, how it was green? And I bought some stuff at Home Depot. It's specifically for the porch or patio. Hold on. I mean, really, you couldn't let me go by? You really couldn't. That is so ignorant. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anywho, because you can't see, so you got to basically be out almost in the road to see. Anyway, and so I had, oh God, maybe about a month ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago, because I bought like a brush, a scrubber thing, and I wanted to see if it worked. And I start doing it, and I only got maybe about 5 or 6 of doing this, and I immediately had to stop. I felt like I was going to pass out, the shortness of breath. I'm like, okay, I can't do that. That I know with my health, I can't do that, because you got to really scrub. So I ordered on Amazon. Remember, Amazon had that big thing from the 8th to the 13th, and I bought this scrubber thingy that you charge, has a battery, and you charge it up. Anyway, it's an electric thing, and it came with 4 different pieces. So like you can do the tiles in your bathroom, like, you know, and or what have you. You can use it for your car. They have one you can use for the porch. And so I just wanted to test it out to see if it worked, and it worked. Look, let me show you. So I still got to finish the whole porch. I just wanted to see how much it worked. I was shocked, but the boys are going to do that. They were like, Mom, let me do it. And then also Lexi was like, Mom, I'll get, you know, her friend to come over and do that. So that'll be taken care of, and then everything's done, you know, then just the upkeep. But I get so excited when things get done, because, and that I know I did it myself because of the before and after. I've always been like that. I don't know what it's like. I don't know. Even if I was a millionaire, I would still do a lot of stuff myself. I really, really would, because I just enjoy it. I don't know. I know when I was pulling like the roots and different things out, the guy named Flip, his nickname, and he walked by the house and he goes, God damn. I said G-O-T, got, not the G-O-D. Because how I was pulling, he was like, you're strong. And I was like, yeah, well, I grew up with all boys, which is true. Like my brother and all his friends and all my cousins were boys. And so, like, you think wrestling and everything else, they took it easy because I was a girl? Hell to the no. No, they did not. So I learned to be rough. I was the one climbing up trees, and I would wear dresses, like sundresses with the shorts underneath them. I'd be climbing up trees and doing the swings and then jumping off of them, you know, because I wanted the boys to play with me, you know, like my brother and all of them. So I had to, I don't know. Anyway, I have been talking your ear off. That's what happens when I don't film. I noticed, remember I told you my hair is starting to get curly again, so it like looks crazy because it doesn't slick back anymore. And then it's raining, you know. All right, let me get to Walmart because I'm just talking to talk. And I'll meet you in the clearance aisle. I'll be back. Okay, I lied. I forgot. I got to stop at the bank. I forgot. I have to put money in the bank because I have to pay my cable and my phone bill. So we had a members only live stream. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was like a little pajama party, right? We were in our pajamas talking, gossiping. It was really, really nice. I will have, so I'm filming this Saturday. You know my Wi-Fi sucks, and with Isaiah's birthday, I'm going to try to get this up Saturday night. But you might be seeing this on Sunday. And I'm going to do a live for this channel because every month I can give away 10 free memberships. Now, they only last for 30 days, but at least you get to see what it's about and all of that and see if you want to get it, or, you know, or you could just watch all of the videos and then, you know, or what have you. But I have to do it in a live stream, or like if I premiere a video. That's the only way it'll allow me to give them away. I think you could do 5 at a time. Like you give away 5 and I have to wait like a few minutes and give the other 5 away. But the reason why I'm bringing this up and why I'm not doing it right now, because I can always premiere this video, but you have to opt in. You know how like if you on my videos or what have you, there's where you can comment, and then on the, I think it's on the right or the left, I'm not sure, there's that money sign. I think you have to tap that, and then you have to opt in. I'll leave a video. Check my description box. And if I don't leave it, let me know in the comments to remind me, because there's like a 2-minute video that somebody made that tells you exactly how to opt in so that you can get a free membership. Most of the time, a lot of people are opt in, but just make sure that you're opt in, because if you're not, then it won't. And it's at random. I cannot pick who gets the free memberships. You just have to make sure you're subscribed. I'm not sure if you have to physically be at the live stream or not. I don't know. But definitely make sure you're opt-in. So we'll go live, and that way I could do that. So I'm thinking, where do I want to go? Do I want to go to Walmart or ShopRite? I'm thinking of the lines, you know, because there's only a few things I need to grab. I think I'll go to Walmart because that's the plaza that the dollar store's in, and I want to go to the dollar store. So, you know what I mean? So instead of going back and forth. What had me thinking is like, because ShopRite, the chocolate syrup that I need to get is cheaper at ShopRite. It's like $1 cheaper, but I'll just get like 2. Because Tyler is not into the double Dutch as much. He's into like drinking regular chocolate milk now. So now I gotta get the chocolate syrup. But I mean, he gives me the money for it and I'm already out. So I don't mind. Do you guys remember when I first like started telling you guys and showing you going to Wawa? And my gosh, so many comments would be like, he needs to get it himself. Why do you get him so much stuff, blah, 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 blah. Or people would be like, that's so many calories, and you get him. And it's like, nobody knows his health issues because I don't discuss them. You don't know if he's the type that has to have calories or milk or what have you. You have no idea. It's like, I don't know. And my God, if I didn't get it, he'd get it himself. I mean, I don't know. I was very new to like vlogging and taking you guys places. So like I showed everything. I was even like the receipt and this and that. So nobody could say like, oh no, she didn't spend that much. She's lying. So I'm like, here, you know, I don't know. But I was very new and I just would just tell you everything and show you guys, and didn't think people would Google search where you're at or like make videos of what you post when you buy your kids stuff. Like I didn't know that. I was so naive. And so little things would hurt my feelings, like that mama bear would come out. Now it's like, I don't care what people say. If they think, oh, so what? My only fault is I'm a good mom. Like I do for my children. You know, if I didn't do, somebody would talk about me. You know, but I used to get my feelings hurt so much. I couldn't understand why people would make a big deal like what I get my own kid. I don't know. It was just weird. And like I said, and he would give me the money. Now, it's not like he's at home and he's like, Mom, can you go out and get me this? No, I'm already out. And he'll say, can you get this for me? Just like when he's out, he calls me every single time if he's at Walmart or what have you. Mom, do you need anything? What do you need? Do we need anything for the house? Do we need laundry detergent? He's always, that's what me and all my kids do. All of us do that. Lexi, Mom, do you want anything? You know, Isaiah's the same way. Sometimes he'll just bring me home my Wendy's salad that I love just because. So it was very normal to me. And I was shocked that some families just don't do that for each other. You know, I don't know if that's, you know, and I'm not being sarcastic or trying to be disrespectful, but that has to be what it is for the people that made those comments to me. You know, it's just, we're just used to doing for each other. We work as a team for our household, you know? And, anyway, that just made me think like, oh gosh, remember I would read like comments and everything? Like I just allowed everything to bother me. But that's also when I was really going, like when I was going through my divorce and then what was going on behind the scenes with Tyler and my ex-husband and, you know, all of that. So I was very, sensitive to everything, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So every little thing kind of like hurt my feelings. And I didn't know I was in that headspace. I had no idea I was like that, you know? But therapy has really done wonders for me. It really, really has helped me so much. It put things in perspective. We're working on like my childhood trauma and different things. And I don't know. I really, really like my therapist. Her name is Robin. And she's awesome. I really do like her. She's helped me a lot. It's like a friend. I'm talking to a friend. But, you know, gives me good advice and don't care how I feel. Like, tells me how it is. And that's what I need. You know what I mean? All right. I'll meet you in the clearance aisle. I'll be back. So I'm heading to the clearance aisle and I see book bags and school stuff. Now, I know a lot of like states start school in a couple weeks or in August. We just started our summer break. We don't start to the end of June. So they don't go back to like the first week after Labor Day. So like anywhere between September 5th to the 8th. It's like, at least I got 2 more months, you know? Oh my goodness, Lexi would have loved this book bag look. Look at this, it has, oh my God, why didn't they make that stuff when, it's very cheaply made though. What is it, $24? Like this would tear easy. She'd like that too. They make things so cheap anymore. All right, let's go to the, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my blood pressure. Put 5.4. All right, I'll be back when it's done. Look at that. Okay, a lot better. Yeah, I mean, it's still high, but it was a lot better. Because there for a while, I could not get it under 200. All right, I'm just going to get what I got to get and then come back. I don't know if I'll meet you in the car or what. Because everything's locked up now that I need. I don't need candles. I have candles at home. All right, let me get my stuff and I'll be back. I just want you to see, look how much the prices are for the Hershey syrups now. Crazy. Okay, I spent $90 and change, so about $91, and I only got one bag. But I did get some more Tupperware stuff and I got the cheap ones. You know, Lexi, I told you Lexi cooks a lot, and she really enjoys cooking, and which I don't mind. And a lot of times she'll buy her own food and cook, you know. But, you know, she cooks and she always makes a plate for her boyfriend. I don't care. Lexi got that from me when I lived in the projects. I was always feeding like the kids, neighborhood kids, or if my kids' friends were over, or if Lexi was outside. And also, you know what kids eat properly and don't, you know, or what have you. And so, even now to this day, I don't really talk about it, but I still go when there's a few homeless people that live like behind my house, like where that gate is back there. And just about every night, I feed them. You know, even if I just make a big pot of rice, like rice and beans, and if I don't have like a lot of extra meat, if I just make hamburger meat and throw it in there, or what have you, or just rice and beans, you know, and so she gets that from me. I don't care about her feeding anybody, but I always told her, you make sure the household eats first. Make sure the boys have a plate if it's my food that you're using. And now she buys her own food, you know. I was like, after that, I don't care what you do. However, Lexi keeps using my Tupperware, and I literally looked. I cut up a watermelon or a pineapple, and like I didn't have no damn Tupperware. I have all these lids. I'm like, what in the hell? And so I say to Lexi, and I remember I bought Izayah a whole bunch of meal prep things. So they're like 11, almost $12 for, you know, they're decent amount. I forget how much comes in it, 8 or something like that, 10, I don't know. And comes with lids, and they're good, you know, they're reusable. And all those were gone, but like 2. And like, and I'm like, Lexi, so I asked her the other day, I'm like, Lexi, where's all my Tupperware? I don't know. You know, that's what so her friend came over 2 days ago, and Lexi cooked, and this is funny. So they're getting ready to leave, and he has like a Tupperware thing, a small thing. But prior to that, I said, do you have any of my Tupperware at home? And she like stops and was like, I already asked him. He doesn't. He's like, no. And I'm like, I don't care if you do, just bring it back. And he's like, no, I don't. And I go, well, you see what you're getting ready to bring to your house? And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I go, can you make sure you bring that back, please? And I know she's taken it. And what I told her, I said, Lexi, listen, just don't lie. I was like, go on Amazon and buy the styrofoam things that you throw away. You can get 100 or 50 account for cheap. You know, like you would go to a restaurant or a store, like a Spanish store, or what have you, and they give you that. I was like, that's what you get. I was like, then I don't care. I was like, but stop. So anyway, I bought this Tupperware, a few of them, and they're the cheaper ones, you know. Well, let's be real, everything now is made cheaper. But I'm going to tell everybody, nothing goes out of my house anymore. Nothing. Because I'm not, nothing. Now, I wouldn't mind so much if things get brought back. But, you know, I don't know. When I see every single time you're making them a thing with my Tupperware, and I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. So that's why it came to like $90 as well. Because I really didn't get hardly anything. Make sure, yeah. $90.07. All right, I'm going into the Dollar Tree. All I'm doing is getting balloons if they have any. If not, I mean, he don't give a hell. It's me. I'm the one that wants to get balloons, you know. All right, let me see what they got, and I'll be back. And then we got to go get the cake, and that's it, because it's 12:44. I'll be back. All right, you see I have some balloons here. And then I got this little thingy. That's the only thing I miss at Party City, because at Party City, you know, they do everything for you, make it look pretty. So it came to like almost $21. How funny is that? And he's turning 21. So I got 2 and a 1, and then I got three, like, let me just show you like this, like happy birthday, 3 different ones. And then I got 2 like solid colors. Okay, and then I got this to hold it down. I mean, again, he can care less. It's for me. I want to do something, you know. 21 is a big year. Now, I won't do anything else until he's 30. Like Tyler's gonna, I mean, yeah, Tyler's gonna be 30. Lexi will be 25. So of course 25 is still like, you know, but not like a 18 or 21 or, you know what I mean? Like to me, those are, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go get my cake. I am sweating, so I will come back on because I'm running late. It's 12:59. It takes about 15 minutes, and you guys know I hate being late to anything. But I even went and got me a bag, paid for a bag to put the cake in. I don't even know. All right, I will be back, and I'll show you the cake. I'll be back. All right, let me get my hand sanitizer. When I tell you those lines were long, I had to park all the way here by the barbershop. Like there's no parking spots, you'll see. Okay, I will take better pictures in the house. I don't want to open us up. I didn't properly wash my hands or anything like this, but it says happy 21st birthday, Izayah. Can you guys see? And oh my god, so it has brownie pieces, cookie dough, and of course the ice cream and stuff. It came, I think 47, under 50 bucks. So, and that is an 8-inch, but like I said, I'll take better pictures and everything. So I'll drive past here and you can see the line. I already waited for a while, so the line is a lot shorter. I can't even see. Oh my god, how am I going to see? Get out of here. I am telling you, if you're from my area, try Outlaws. They are known for their burgers. And that's why everybody comes here for that. But they're also for their ice cream cakes. But I mean, you know, you don't always get ice cream cakes. But I am telling you, there's no parking spots. Like, none. Okay. I mean, look at this. You guys see? Right there. Look at that. There's still lines and stuff. Just waiting. Because there's no inside. Like, you can't eat inside or anything like that. It's crazy. It's called Outlaws. Outlaws Burger. When I was in Walmart heading out, they had Lisa. Remember Lisa and the Cult Jam? Those were the times. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I don't know what that was. And drive home. I'm sweating. I need to take a shower and stuff. I ordered something from Juvia's place and I got the value is a $200 mystery box for free. For free. I'll tell you about that. I'm gonna film that and everything. I don't know if I'll film it today or tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with Izayah. I still don't know what we're doing for dinner or any of that stuff, so I will keep you posted. Again, don't forget, we'll be going live sometime this upcoming week. I'll let you guys know. It's always going to be at night. It's just easier for me to do it at night, you know. And then, like I said, I'll give away those 10 free memberships and stuff. Every month I can do it, so that's good. And yeah, I think that's it. If Izayah allows me to take pictures, he doesn't even like taking pictures. It reminds me so much of my mom. I will put some towards the end, you know. I don't know. We'll see, because I already said I don't like putting pictures. Anyway, let me get off of here, because I'm beside myself right now. It's like one of those days, like I'm so excited for Izayah and so happy, but it's like, my youngest. You know what I mean? Alright guys, please thumbs up the video or thumbs it down. Make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really helps out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. The more comments you leave, the better engagement, and it would mean the absolute world to me. Don't forget, we now have memberships where we do member lives. I do member shorts. I have member videos and all of that. It's just extra content and things I cannot share or post on YouTube will be over there. That's everything. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye.